official, it's promotion season, so that means Preston North End has played another match in the Championship, and this time, to our delight, we've actually scored and won the game. We haven't conceded. So, I think we're still the only team in the league that's yet to concede. That rhymed. So as you can tell, it's from it fell off. As you can tell, it's promotion season. We've already got the Premier League patches in place. I know I'm cringe. Right, before we talk about the statistics, we'll run over the first and second half. So I'll first half breakdown. I'm happy we've started McCann and Ledson. It's a shame that Alvaro is injured still. It was a slow start to the first half, and by that I mean the first 5 minutes, and it soon picked up with Luton seemingly on the high press. It was great work to string passes together by Luton, but of course our Potsy loves to shit wherever he wants, and he had a sensational volley at 17 minutes as he shot all over their defence. It was a great assist from Brady as well, and that put us 1-0 up. Something I noticed is we're still playing the high ball quite a lot, which of course my word is not going to influence how these players play, but this needs to be worked on, because a lot of the time when we was playing that high ball, we was not winning the ball back. And that's a problem, because if we can't have the possession, then we can't have more shots at goal. Of course, possession doesn't win the game, as we can see here, but it's nice to have the possession to maybe build a chance. That's what I'm trying to say here. Luton were great in possession, with the link-up play being good. Our defence was working their magic once again with a great first-half display from them. A great chance at 30 minutes, but nobody took the advantage. Nobody wanted to pull the trigger, I should say. We did well to defend at 33 as well. Parrott was very frustrating to watch at times when he was reluctant to pass, but also when he was reluctant to have a shot. There was an applause for Joseph Hughes, which was nice. Rest easy to the gentry you go, fella. Commentating biased to hell, yet it was quite hilarious at the same time with these pundits. More about that in the second half. There was fantastic diving punch in extra time from Woodman to keep the ball out, and that overall gave us a strong first half. Not great, there were a few errors here and there, and we were quite lucky to be 1-0 up, to be honest, but we'll take it. The second half was off to a more aggressive start with strange methods to push forward, I'll be honest. With a poor shot from Story as well, Potts good effort again, not long after. Parrott won as a free kick, again not passing or having a shot earlier. The free kick was taken very strange. I thought Whiteman should have took it instead of Brady. I've lost where I'm reading. Attacking play was much better this half, I think, with a lot more chances being made and a lot more forward runs being made. McCann was taken off for Reese, which would have taken Parrott off personally, but oh well. And this is where we're going to talk about this I follow pundit being an absolute dick. Of course, we're watching a Luton home game, so we've got Luton pundits. At one point, he said we was wasting time with making a sub, which was where McCann came off for Reese, which didn't exactly make much sense to me, but okay. I was apparently wasting a lot of time trying to take corners, even though we took them within 50 seconds, 40 seconds, exactly the same way they did. The Ledson challenge should have been a booking and a free kick, which there was absolutely nothing wrong with it. It was a hard challenge.
He could have been killed.
He won the ball in the end of the day. It's a clean as a whistle challenge, I suppose. The drop ball was fair because obviously the player gets injured, but you can't book him, you can't give a free kick. End of the day, Ledson won the ball. Just a bit of a hard challenge. You know, keep crying, lads. We made a consistently great challenge all throughout the second half with great success ratios as well. Brady for Woodburn and Brown for DJ towards the 70-ish, 80-ish minutes mark. English. They were good subs, I think. Defended on our corners expertly all game. Parrott with a good effort at 88. Bauer for extra defence in the last minute. I think we played an incredible game. Fantastic from the boys. And this is where we'll talk about these stats. So as you can see at Luton, 18 shots with 2 on target, which only means 11% were on target. Now, that proves to you that the shots don't exactly matter when it comes to a game, because if you're just firing aimlessly like this, because a lot of their shots were just aimless shooting. There were a few on target, like I said, there were the 2, and some did come close to being on target. However, shooting don't win you the game. Being strategic with your shots does, which is why our 75 being 71% on target. Suey! That's what wins us the game. I mean, fair enough. I can't say it wins us the game because the goal at the end of the day was a very lucky goal. I don't think it was intending for that to go anywhere, but Jesus Christ, screamer. They had the most possession, the most passes, and the most accuracy in the passing. We had more fouls, 6 yellow cards, all in the second half, by the way. They had 8 corners total, we had 3, and majority of those came in the second half as well. Line-up. The Parrott and McCann up front, I thought it was very strange when I first read the team sheet, because I thought McCann would have been starting towards the midfield. Same with Whiteman, I thought it was going to be a 3-2-3-1 scenario, but no, it was this instead, a 3-1-4-2. So, I mean, I can't complain. It worked its magic, I think. Parrott going up front didn't do the best of work. McCann was great on the ball. Brown putting in a great shift, same with Potts, of course. Brady a lot more control this game. Ledson doing his work. Whiteman again, good to see him playing forward a bit more. Hughes, Lindsay and Story all absolutely sublime once again. This defence speaks levels to the training that they've done over pre-season and in between matches. It's absolutely incredible. Woodman as well. I actually missed the part where he got booked. I don't know what he got booked for.
I don't know, Jeff.
In terms of the subs, like I said, Bauer, Johnson, Reese, Woodburn, they all came on. Cunningham left on the bench, as well as the keeper, of course, and Slater. Still no Diaby. Alvaro, of course, injured. O'Neill and other academy breakthroughs not making an appearance. Where can I see which referee was refereeing this game? Because usually it tells me, and it's not telling me who the referee was. But I don't know your name, fella, but thank you so much, because all game you were a very, very sensible referee, I think. A lot of your decisions went our way, which I'm not saying you're sensible for that. I'm saying you're sensible because you genuinely made the right choices in a few places, unlike a lot of the referees in this league. So that now places us in 7th place, which is 2 places higher than I predicted we were going to finish at the end of the season, and 10 places higher than we were last week, which is good. Obviously, that's our first win and 2 draws. We're yet to lose, yet to concede. Scored 1 goal, we got 5 points on the table. Hull, Watford, Blackburn, Millwall, Cardiff, Sunderland all occupying the all-important spots. We are just 1 behind. Of course, this doesn't really matter at this stage because we're 3 games in. No, 2, 3, 3 games in. We're 3 games in. This position doesn't matter. We've still got another 40 plus games to play. So this isn't exactly important right now. However, if we can maintain the momentum of a few draws and a win, maybe a loss here and there, I think we're on track to finish in the top 10, and that's good. So we need to keep that up. That sounds about right to me. So we'll wrap up with the player ratings as always. Let's get back to this lineup so we can see the players. Freddie Woodman, 8. Made every save comfortably that he had to make. A great punch out and commanded his box very well. Lindsay, a 9. Absolute brick wall. Won basically all of his headers, which was incredible to see because usually the headers being pushed away from our box isn't exactly something we're strong with, so that was good. And he let nothing past him. Hughes, a 7.5. He did his job well. He wasn't afraid to play forward, although that was ill-advised in my eyes because during the counters he couldn't keep up sometimes and it led to a few scary runs from them. Potts, 9.5. Stunner of a goal. Up and down the wing all game. Incredible work rate. Not afraid to challenge. Man of the match for me all day long. Whiteman, 8. Well up for it, controlled passing and precise, nothing more to say. Ledson, superb challenges, not afraid to make hard tackles, fortified the middle as well. Brady, probably a 9. Much better display this time, with more precise crossing, great assist, and made the right choices in the right places. McCann, 8. He put in a great shift all game, passed with the most confidence that he's had up to now, which I'm saying that it's only his 2nd game, but he did pass with confidence more and more as the game went on. And it was a shame he was only on for 70 minutes. I'd give Brown an 8 quite suitably. Working hard on and off the ball with a few strange runs here and there and an error in the 2nd half. Would have liked him to pass a bit more, but other than that, yeah, great shift. Parrott, probably a 7. Plenty of work done and played selflessly, but too reluctant to pull the trigger at times, continue his run, or move the ball out from his feet, which is a problem he had against Hull as well, so hopefully that gets worked on. Because if this is supposed to be the new Cameron Archer, then I'm not liking the sign so far. Reese, 6. Not fantastic in the attacking play, but he did well to force the corner in the end, which is something that I'm not liking the look of because, of course, Reese is a striker, and I don't know what's happened to him. I think he's left his favourite boots at home, and he's not allowed to return home. He's sleeping at Uxton, but there's something going wrong with Reese. He's not exactly being able to play like he was last season. So maybe for the time being, it'd be a good idea to play Parrott up front. Maybe Reese behind a centre forward, maybe central mid, something like that. I don't know if it's a great idea to play him forward, but we'll find out in the coming weeks, I suppose. You never know, Shawnee Maguire might come back from injury and score 20 goals, but it's unlikely. Woodburn, 7, dealt with the defence well and wanted to contribute more to the match. He didn't see much of the ball, unfortunately. DJ is 6, commanded the team well, not much influence on the ball, which is a common theme with DJ so far. And Bauer will give him a 6. He was brought on in the ending stages to help deal with the Luton attack, and he did his job well, I think. There's nothing more to be said about the lineup. I think the lads put in a fantastic shift. It's easily the best display we've seen this season so far. Like I said, it's still very early season, so we can't write them off just yet. We can't write Luton off just yet, but for an interesting study stack, the last time we beat Luton away was in 1999 when we was under David Moyes, and the same season we went on to get promoted. So Viva Char Revolution is still on, and it looks like it could be on. Is Preston going to the Premier League this season? Probably not. But we can't waste our hopes yet because we're looking good. We're looking good. We're on form. This is the best we've been for a long time. Probably just for a match, because we played Rotherham on Tuesday and they won. What was it? 4-0 today, 3-0 today, something like that. How do I see the table? Stats. Here we go. Where's Rotherham? There they are. What did they? Yeah, 4-0. It's Reading. You can't write Reading off, but Rotherham were one of my favourites to lose most of their matches this season, and that is an absolute battering. So I think we could be in for a wild ride on Tuesday. We'll lower our expectations and get battered, I think. So fingers crossed, boys, that we can pull through against Rotherham, because I'm not expecting good things against Watford. So fingers crossed. Anyways, that's been me for today. I'm gonna go speak to Ryan Law about signing knobheads, because apparently he don't do that.
I'll say it on record, I don't sign any knobheads. It's as simple as that.
We've got a few hours left in the transfer window. We've not got that wing back. We've not got another striker. So that's not good, because I do think we're in need of another striker. Wing back Potsy's got it covered, as we can clearly see. And yeah, I need to go clean my car, because I think Potts just shat on it.